What's up? You're listening to the Not Nobody podcast with me, Cheeks, and my boys Esco.
What up, baby?
And Berkey.
What's good?
Today we're lucky to have Florida Grammy Showcase winner, former viral hit sensation, and now newly back in the music industry, Tayler Buono.
Yay! Cheeks'
Let's go.
first intro there.
Thanks,
Cheeks'
guys.
first intro. What's going on?
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming
Good
on.
to hang with you guys.
Yeah, and so the puppy, I was going to tell you that my first, I just got a puppy today, so we were excited for the podcast, but I am so exhausted because he's been keeping me up all night. We got a little Australian Shepherd.
He's really cute.
Yeah.
I feel like it's during quarantine, it's the best time to get a puppy.
See, the girlfriend talked me into it too. She was like, "This is the perfect time. You're gonna be home." But man, so like they all tell you is like puppies a lot of work, but you should have had someone be like, "Puppies a lot of work," and then you say yes, and he goes, "No, puppies are a lot of work." And
They're like a
let me know.
baby.
Yeah.
What kind of dog?
Little Australian Shepherd. So we have an Australian cattle dog, and we need a super hyper dog, a lot of energy, and we wanted to get, of course, another dog to match that and hang out and be friends with her. So we got little Coda the Australian Shepherd.
Coda. That's
Tell-
awesome.
Yeah, tell us about your friend in the back.
Ellie would really like her.
Yeah.
Tell us about your dog.
Ellie. Like, this is Ellie.
Look,
right
she's
here.
looking back at it too. She's looking back at it.
She's looking back at it.
Yeah.
And this is, she's my best friend.
How old is she?
She has she's pug. She makes fun of me.
No worries.
Cheeks. So Cheeks.
Does she travel with you to and from LA?
Yeah. She goes everywhere with me.
Cheeks.
She's lived in Nashville with me. Lots of car rides, long drives from Florida to Nashville. She's been to LA. She's been to Canada. She's been to
Oh wow.
Mexico.
That's a
She's
traveling
a
dog.
traveling dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's been everywhere.
She's been through it all, it sounds like. See, like I was saying before we got on the pod, I'm not like a huge dog lover, but pugs, like I'm very infatuated with pugs.
He's terrified. So when he came over to the house, the dogs like come over to play with him, and he's literally just like, no.
Not
And he
terrified,
shook it
not
off. But
terrified.
pugs, he's obsessed with. He wants one so bad. Oh, look at that face.
Look at the face.
Oh my goodness. Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, welcome to the podcast, Ellie.
Ellie's really excited to be here. So
Well, glad to have her.
We can tell. Yeah, we can tell. Did you get your dog like as a puppy or when did you get it?
8 years ago, I got her as a puppy. Tiny, she fit in her hand. Her head fit in my hand,
Yeah.
and so she's been through a lot of life with me.
Yeah.
She's seen it all.
God, she's got so much wisdom in those eyes.
Speaking of a lot of life, welcome back to the music industry. You're now independent and seem like you're in a great place to start releasing music you've been working really hard on.
Thank you. Thanks so much. It feels really good to be releasing music again, and feels like a fresh start. And I don't want to ever stop releasing music.
Welcome back.
this
Good.
time.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah, for sure.
So-
I know that can be
Tell
tough.
us about. Oh, you go. My bad.
No, you're good. I was just gonna say, yeah, like, so what did that look like? Because, technically, like, obviously, I know you've released some stuff on YouTube, but, as far as like, official releases on streaming platforms and things, 3 years away from music, what'd that look like for you to like get back into it?
So I put out. That's Ellie. Sorry, she's gonna be
No worries.
loudly sometimes throughout this, but I didn't put out music for a really long time, for about 3 years. I released Technically Single back in 2016, and it went viral, and I signed a record deal, and I put out and more songs in 2017, a few songs, and at the beginning of 2018, I believe, it was a really big learning process. I didn't with the label because I think there was a lot of factors that came into play, but it ended up falling apart, the deal. And so I didn't put music out for a really long time. And also I think I signed that deal. My team had split up. the deal was falling apart at the same time I was going through a really bad breakup, and I was just I was overthinking everything,
Lost a
and
little
kind
bit.
of letting it consume me. And then I got stuck in the deal, and it took about a year to get out of the deal legally.
Jeez.
Wow.
I didn't put music out for a really long time.
So were you like recording during that and just like holding on to stuff, or were you just completely like, I'm gonna take a break?
Yeah, no, I was recording a lot. I think sometime when the deal started falling apart, I was living in LA and I was freshly going through a breakup, and I was just really brokenhearted, and I was so I was kind of really raw, and I was writing a ton. Like I was just doing sessions. I kind of just put my head down and kind of tried to stay off social media and just keep writing. And I would do a lot of sessions, and I kind of just use it as like therapy for me, just to get through everything I was going through. And organically, it was then that my upcoming project was like inspired, and actually got a vision for what I wanted to do. And yeah, it's kind of ironic how that works out. Like when I was leaving the labels, when I started to get a real vision for what I wanted to do.
Right.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, why did you take a break? But you kind of answered that. So like, I guess like, what's a way that you've grown from that? Because I know like, so I used to make music, and when I decided that I was going to stop/take a break, that was like a really, really hard decision to like do that, because I feel like music is such an outlet and things like that. So like, how have you been able to grow from taking a break?
I think just it organically happened a lot. My songs like grew a lot, and my songwriting grew a lot just by, and it's weird. It's like I couldn't control it. I didn't really plan for it to happen, but I just got so much inspiration during that time. Just because I almost felt like I had to write, like in order to mentally get through what I was going through.
Yeah, and I think
it was like
out of all the hardships that you suffered, and you came out with something really beautiful. I think like, is that the track Overdose came out of that, and the bedroom session on YouTube is something really special, and I think it's resonated with your fans and everyone who listens to it, because it's amount like 100,000 views or something since February. So I think that you had to go through that to come out on the other side, and I think you have with Overdose.
Thanks. I actually wrote Overdose like 4 years ago.
Oh wow.
Well, then that just threw everything I just said out the window.
But they're all kind of about the same relationship that had to come to. It's about the same relationship that had to come to an end.
Nice. Okay.
So it all kind of ties in together. Yeah, with all the songs that I'm gonna be putting out soon.
Kind of all have that focus of what has happened in the past with relationships.
Yeah, I mean, they're all the songs are about the same relationship.
Oh, okay.
Does this person know that, you think?
He's got to. He's got to. There's no way.
Yeah, it's okay. It's life.
I mean, hey, that's a good thing though. Like, at least you're like very, like we were talking about this. Like, it's different when, like you.
Sorry, I'm sorry for that noise.
What is that?
She's reverse sneezing.
Oh, that's a sneeze. That's a sneeze.
Yeah, my dog does that too.
It's a pug thing. It's like when a sneeze won't come out.
That's beautiful. Put that on a track.
Bud.
Put that on a track.
I know she needs to work on her own.
Oh my goodness! I thought she was dying back there.
Oh, she's done.
There we go.
Yeah, she I was like diving into something deep. She's like, "Nah, bro, cut that.
Not a chance.
Don't do that. Don't go."
Not Nobody is a pup-friendly show.
All right. No, I was gonna. I was gonna say was like we were talking about this. It's different when you go through like a breakup or something like that, and you can like go through your creative outlet, but like you're talented at it. You know what I mean? Like, so for me, example, I just went through a breakup, but I'm not releasing songs and being like super, like I don't have an amazing voice that I can like that's pretty crazy that for you, like you get to not only like have a creative outlet, but you're so talented at it that it's like it's really cool. Like because anyone, I think what I'm trying to say is like you can make whatever you want, and I think everyone needs to do that. But it's awesome that you get to make it on a platform that other people can relate to. Because I could release a song and no one would relate to it because I suck. You know what I mean? But it's like you put your music out, and it's like, damn, that's really good. Like I was watching a bunch of your YouTube videos last night, and I'm like, she can like legit sing. Like she can legitimately sing.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm really, really grateful. I don't know what I would do without it. It really is like therapy for me. Like just to be able to like have music to process things in my life, and I'm really, really grateful to be able to write songs.
Have your voice and tell your story.
And how have I've seen on your social, like how have these Zoom sessions been with your fans?
They have been amazing.
What is it like to be in a Zoom session with you? What is it?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, your face lit up so much there. You love them.
Because it's honestly, I'm realizing I think these Zoom sessions are what's getting me through quarantine. Because
That's cool.
it's gonna keep me like my mental sanity. Because my manager suggested, why don't you do, because I wanted to find ways to connect with people beyond social media. And just like actually feel like, because it's easy to like see a DM on Instagram and just reply with a heart and yes, queen, yeah, like, you know, just reply. Right. But you don't really have when you put a face to somebody, it just makes such a big difference. So my manager suggested to do Zoom calls, and I love the idea. So I've done 3 so far, and everyone gets better, I feel like, because I get more comfortable.
For sure.
But it's been like the coolest experience for me, because I've been able to like connect with people that I've never met before, and some of them have been supporting me since like 2013.
They've been like, dang, Tayler, awesome. You're back. We're here.
And just be able to meet them and see their face, and like it's been the most inspiring thing for me.
Yeah, that's really cool.
So during one of these Zoom sessions, is it you just connecting, getting to know your fans, all that, but then you play your music on there for them? Is it a private concert for them?
Yeah, the last 2 I've been playing songs, and every time I do a Zoom, I want to add something like special to it, that something new to it, to make it like unique somehow. So maybe every time I'll add a different song or show them what I have coming out
little
this
sneak
previous
peek.
week.
I think what's so cool is being like, it's awesome that the fans can jump in with you and they can get a private concert, but on the reverse side of that, where you can get one-on-one your fans, play a song that maybe you have coming out or you're working on, and see their reaction and their face light up when you're playing it, like that's amazing. That's
cool.
That's something that you rarely get.
Yeah. And it's like, of course there's like a little bit of awkwardness because we're all talking through a computer, and it's not the same as being in person. So at first it takes some getting used to, of just like accepting that it's going to be a little bit awkward. But
and too,
it's just been really special. Like it makes me just I feel like it gets me through my week. Like I want to do another one next week, and
that's really cool. And too, it's kind of like they probably feel like they know you. You know what I mean? So like they're coming onto it feeling like they know your music, they know what you've gone through, and you're like, hi, who are you? You know what I mean? Like they know you. So for them, it's probably like a totally different feeling than you. And that's cool that you can bring that and make those things happen.
Yeah. And I want to get to know them. Like I have a journal. I've been like writing everyone's names down every week.
Oh, that's awesome.
Because I just want to like actually try to learn everyone's name and like build a community.
That'll be so crazy. Yeah. You're doing all your socials and everything, but then you see, oh, Ashley Becker gave me a like. It's like she was in my Zoom. That's awesome. It's like you can put a face with your fans.
Yeah, that's really cool.
So that's awesome. I had something golden I wanted to ask you to follow along about that, but I got so caught up in how awesome you writing all the names are. So that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I have like my Zoom journal.
How many is it 20? Is that what I saw?
10. I'm just doing 10.
Wow.
So I can.
Super intimate.
See, but what I like about that is that a lot of times you don't get that connection with your artist. Like if you do a meet and greet, like sometimes it's a quick photo and like a goodbye. I know in the past I had a band that was my favorite band in the world. I've been listening to their music all the time. I went, got meet and greets tickets, paid the whole shebang, got up there, met them, and I was like, hey, I'm really excited to meet you. And they're like, yep, thank you. Here you go. Then see you later. And it just ruined the music for me. I was like, it soured the experience. So the fact that you get to have that experience to really build a connection with your fans through this new technological way of doing it one-on-one is awesome. That's something really special.
I think it's my favorite thing throughout quarantine.
Well, you're gonna see a lot more entries from us now.
We're trying to join.
Seriously, ask to come in.
Yeah,
ask to come in. I think over time I'll get the hang of it. Like, what's the best? Because right now I just send in my Instagram story, I just am like, who wants to join, and just pick the first 10 people who say they're down.
So many times I almost put a little hand in there, like, yeah, we'll join if you want us in there.
Yeah.
But we'll definitely, you'll see us.
So
no, I'm serious. You should.
Next one, we'll be there.
So we noticed, going along with what you're doing now, you just released your new single Screen, and you were sitting in the bedroom that you recorded your new music video in. Tell us a little bit about that.
It happened in this bedroom right here. This is the production room.
And this is your parents' house, correct?
Yes, this is the house I grew up in since I was 4.
Dang.
In Florida. And so I flew home to quarantine with my parents because I was like, is the world ending? So I don't know, I feel kind of weird. I'm just going to run home really quick. And so I was here, and I already knew that I wanted to start really releasing music this year. And I already had a plan to release Screen first. And I was going to film a professional music video and find a director out in LA. And then the pandemic happened, and I was like, okay, I can't really do that anymore.
Shut the planes
down.
Should
I do? Should I just keep putting my music on hold and just push it off till whenever the pandemic ends, when we don't know when that will be?
Right.
So, or do I just try to film it on my phone? Because I'm like, it's crazy how everything we really need to do what we want to do is kind of all through a phone.
Did you edit it?
I didn't. No,
okay.
I sent it to an editor.
Okay, but still.
That's a big question for me.
Yeah.
Being an editor, I'm like, did she?
He's a videographer. We were talking about how like the video was so well.
My favorite pieces of of footage stuff. And I have been learning Final Cut Pro. I've edited the video.
Oh, there we go.
And I edited the acoustic video that's coming out tomorrow.
Bedroom session?
Oh, cool.
The bedroom session.
Yeah.
For Screen.
I'm going to call them my acoustic videos. I'm going to call it bedroom sessions.
Gotcha.
Because it's more artsy.
Yeah, for sure.
I like it.
Creative.
I think that you're about, it's so cool. You see artists do all these the COVID, people are adapting to it similar to what you're doing, but they don't put out the behind the scenes. That's what you put out the behind the scenes video of how you made the Screen. And
yeah, that was cool.
That was humanizing. That's when I was like, I'm excited to do this interview with her because her music's good, but also because she seems down to earth. She's just ready to just hang out and just be personable. And plus seeing you make it was awesome. The lips, how you did the lips effect. That was
really
sick.
cool.
Who told you to do that? Because I thought you would have cut green screen felt out. So who told you to do that? Because that was cool.
The lips pop on screen. For those who haven't seen it, just the lips pop on screen, and everything is kind of blacked out and fuzzy, and there's some effects, and it's really cool how she did it.
That was actually the last shot that was the last part of the video that came together. And I knew that I wanted to do something with lips, but I was talking to my editor, and we were how do we pull this off? And he was like, do you have a mask, like something? And then I was like, no, but I could just paint my face with like mascara and eyeliner. So it was like a last minute. I just painted. It was really funny because I use like eyeshadow and eyeliner and mascara. This can't be good for my skin. So I painted my face and then editing, the magic of editing.
Yeah.
It's just.
It turned out. I think that was like the final touch too that really made it seem like it wasn't like a completely at home video. Like it was like
yeah,
the
that was really
sauce on
cool.
top. Yeah,
that was a really cool
completed the video.
Yeah, I think
effect.
That definitely.
And then are your bedroom sessions filmed on your phone too?
No.
Oh, okay.
But I could. Maybe I will.
I was gonna say because those look great if they were.
No, the bedroom session for Overdose was filmed right before quarantine.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
So you had someone come in and film that?
Mm-hmm.
What about the new one dropping Friday?
No, that was in LA with a friend.
Cool.
I was in LA for like 2 weeks during quarantine,
okay.
and then I came back to Florida for some family trip. I finally got to see all my nieces and my family, and yeah,
but you're really happy.
Back to LA.
Yeah. Oh, that's sad.
I was supposed to go to LA today, to be honest, but then I canceled my flight because I felt too anxious about it. I'm just not ready to go back.
Yeah, it's not worth risking anything right now if you're not comfortable with it.
Yeah, you could. I saw that you got a little sad when you said it too. You're like, yeah, I just wasn't ready. It wasn't there. Plus, you had a sick interview with us, so thanks for being here.
Well, I would have done it anyway. I would have done it from LA. You know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So
right.
I still want to dive into a little bit of Scream because I think sometimes I'll be honest. Sometimes there's I feel like timepiece music to me can come off a little corny if it's not done the right way. But the way you talk about the negative effects of social media and being on your phone really speaks to what we're stuck into now. And I think that I love the way you layered your vocals on top of the track as well. Is this a track that you made during COVID or is it right before and it happened to fit in?
I wrote it 2 years ago.
Okay.
With Louis Squirrel and Olivia Waite, LA. And I wrote it during a time, it was right after my breakup. And I was also stuck in the label deal. And I felt like everything was just put on pause. I felt like I was just watching everybody else.
Yeah.
Like around me do things. I was on the sidelines. I was brokenhearted, and I was just like, just not feeling very good about myself. And I think just it was during a day, I noticed I had been in bed for hours and just scrolling through my phone, and just like growing in insecurities and like believing lies in my head that like this person's life is better, this person's life is better, just comparing myself. And I just realized it was almost like, and it just almost felt like shameful, like I was embarrassed to even tell someone a friend that this sounds pathetic, like that I've been in bed. And I was like, wait, no, it shouldn't be shame. I bet so many people feel this way. I should try to write a song about it.
Yes.
And I don't know. At first I was like, I don't know if I can pull it off because it kind of is a weird thing to write about. Like it might be cheesy. It's just like,
you did it though.
And I had brought this song into a couple of sessions. I mean, the idea into a couple of sessions, and some people were like, I don't know if you do that without being cheesy. And then
no, you pulled it off. Like I said, that's what my concern was that. And then I listened to it and it came off really well. Like you pulled it off.
Thanks.
Yeah, it was really well done. Why is social media the worst thing in the world? Like when you break up, like social media sucks, but during a breakup is absolutely the worst. Your exes are trying to show off that they're having a great time without you. They're posting more. They're having a great time.
You go through the whole like when you block each other. And where you have to mute them so you don't see them, but then you have a fake account and you're still checking up on them every day. So why did you even block them in the first place?
And you're seeing if they blocked you or they unfollowed you, who unfollowed you first.
And then you go like, this is crazy, but you look at all the people they're following, and so you see the new girls they're following, and you're like, her. I know no, it's got to be her. No, I'm sorry, not from experience. I'm just talking.
Right, generically. Yeah. We got you.
Throw them on the fire.
Hypothetically.
Cool.
Let him burn. Who's that girl he's in a photo with? Get him out.
I was gonna say, so you kind of mentioned a little bit, you have a few songs coming up. Can you tell us anything about, was Screen the first single of an upcoming album, and what you've said the upcoming album is a lot about breakup, but do the songs have the same kind of vibe as Screen, or is it more poppy, or what
It's
can we
actually a
expect?
little less poppy than Screen. Screen
Oh,
is
okay.
the most poppy one, in my opinion, like as in like electronic poppy. I feel like for the most part, the overall thing that ties them all together is they're all just very like songwriting, very honest, conversational. They all have the same voice, and because they're just coming from me just telling my story like I would tell a friend.
Mm-hmm.
They're all very just honest, and they all are kind of a different stage post breakup, from point post breakup to getting to healing.
Okay, so going through the process.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That should be pretty relatable. Knowing your past songs, how you make them pretty relatable. This one should be pretty relatable too.
I love how your bio says it, just exactly what you said, is honest emo pop songs. Like that's like it just fits, but it's also like kind of funny too. But it's like it's so like it sums it up. Has that always been your sound, or is that something that it's just kind of developed into since your comeback, or since you moved in?
I feel like it's kind of always been my sound because I've always written honest. So I'm always it's the only reason I write, because I have to tell, like I need to get things off my chest. I'm emo because I'm like really emotional person.
Who's not? Who's not?
I'm
So,
like,
yeah.
but that's how I summarize it, because it's hard to put a label on it.
Yeah.
Because it kind of goes all over the.
It set me
I'm
up.
really excited about it though. I'm like, I can't even. I just can't wait to like be able to share them with people, because I feel like every song that's gonna come out, I get more and more excited about. Yeah.
You're building your story. You're building your stories. Yeah, I totally get it.
Isn't that tough? Like for you, isn't there a song that you're like, man, I feel like this is the one, but you have to like hold on to it?
It's so hard. Yeah. I mean, I've been down the path of overthinking for like 3 years, you know, or overthinking of being like, is this the song to put out? Is it right? Is it wrong? Like, what if it's not good enough? Is it? And then I just realized like, no, it's not about this one or that one. It's all of them. I just need to put them all out and know that I'm not expecting like success, like just to go like this.
Right.
And like the technically single, I feel like it was like it went viral and all of a sudden it went like this, but I was like, I don't know if I was ready, to be honest, because I didn't have the full vision, and I don't know. I'm just expecting that it's going to be a process, and I'm committed to the process. So even if it's like, I don't know, however.
Yeah.
However it takes you.
That's good. So do you already have the full project done?
I have all the songs, and the production I'm finishing up.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Cool.
Some of them are done, some of them aren't. Some of them still, I need to find a producer for.
Is LA where you like to record?
It's where I have been recording the past 3 years.
No.
I've lived there for 3 years, and there's a lot of different producers involved that I work with, and it all just came from just doing lots of sessions out there, and the songs just kind of organically came together. So a lot of different people are involved.
Since your music is so.
Oh, you go.
Oh, sorry. Dude, that Zoom lag, I'm telling you, is gonna get us.
Yeah.
Do you have your zen place, or your zen of where like you write such emotional music? Do you find like, how do you get in your mood to write your music or put you in that right mind space? I feel like you would have kind of a process that you get into.
Well, I'm pretty much like always writing my feelings down in my notes in my phone, and I kind of just keep a log of just is on my phone, and then I schedule a lot of before quarantine a lot of sessions in LA, and just I'm writing a lot, and then I feel like it's kind of the combination of just I'm always of the right emotion that I come in the room with that day, the right producer, and just the energy in the room, and then a song will kind of come together.
Sometimes it just clicks.
Start with, and I usually have to like the key is for me is just being super present in the room and I can't be like texting my friends, or I can't really be on social media that much. I kind of just have to, when I'm writing, just be completely present in the music. And I love co-writing because it helps me to, if I'm writing by myself, sometimes I'll be like singing and I'll be like, start thinking about, I have ADD, so I'll go in a million directions. But if I'm actually sitting down with people, we are here to do a job. We have to finish a song today. So it's like, so much better.
I can get behind
an extrovert, so being with people.
Yeah, so collaborating, that's like one of my favorite things to do across even work, not nobody related stuff. Collaboration is like really, really fun. Do you have a dream collaboration, or kind of a two-part question? Are there any collaborations on your upcoming album, or is it a solo album?
Ooh.
That you can tease at all?
Ooh, that look.
Well, I'm in the middle of figuring out if a certain DJ is going to do one of my songs.
Oh, that would be sick.
And you're excited too. You were excited.
Really cool. I am excited, but I don't want to get excited until it's happening.
Yeah, for sure.
It would be really cool. But it's all still being worked out. But right now there's not really collaboration.
You can tell us. You can tell us.
Yeah, give us the deets.
I don't know yet. Well, I don't know.
Okay.
But either way, the song will come out.
For sure.
It's just about if it's gonna be with this DJ or if I'm gonna do it myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have a dream collaboration? Someone that you really want to work with?
So many. It's so hard to pick. It's so hard to pick.
Who do you think would mesh well with your music?
Drake, Coldplay.
Oh,
Drake would be cool.
That could be. I could see that as being a nice little team up there. Throw the DJ out there, but add the. I don't know. That would be an awesome lineup.
Yeah.
I think. Speaking of DJs, have you seen the amount of up times your cover has been used in remixes? The Justin Bieber, I think, So Sorry. If you type your name in YouTube, that is uploaded so many times. It's there. It is. I think your voice is just perfect for remixes too. Like your covers, the way you do covers is fantastic.
Yeah, I told them today. I was like, dude, I don't even. Sorry, JB and Ed Sheeran, they care. I don't like the song that much, but your version was so good. And I think you play electric guitar so well, because I think it's it's cool to see people like yourself, you're able to play acoustic and electric. And on that song, I thought you did it so tastefully. That was a really cool.
You add your flavor.
Reinterpretation of the song.
Thank you.
The whole big smile.
Yeah.
Attaboy.
Thank you for going out there and doing stuff like that, because I think that's really cool. Some people shy away from covers. I think it's because obviously, you know what I mean? It's it's not like you're covering songs that no one knows. You're covering these huge songs, which is kind of like a risk in itself.
How do you decide who you're going to cover and how you're going to put your own spin on it? Because I think that's just you pick songs that, you like maybe, but the way you put your own spin on it and your feel is awesome.
Thank you. I think all the covers I've done have always been spontaneous decisions of just, there's really no process to it. I'm just that's a good song and I should cover it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, a little cockiness on there too. You're and I should make it better.
I want to cover it.
It's okay.
Right.
You got the vocal chops and the creative ability. You can say that.
Thank you. But yeah, it's just, I just find whenever I spontaneously decide to cover a song, there's really no, I just think when I just love a song a lot and I just want to cover it, I just go for it, I guess.
Yeah, that passion fruit cover, because I know you said Drake. That was cool.
Yeah, I love Drake.
I saw Paramore live, and they do a passion fruit cover, and it's really good. It's really cool. So I think you should look it up. Paramore, they do a really good passion fruit cover. It's like your own, where it's kind of stripped. I like that. It's a cool way of breaking that song down. But I really liked it. That's tough because Drake obviously is like the king. So
Yeah, I think you like the top one's Drake, Zayn. You did Ellie Goulding, the Justin Bieber one, but I think the Passion Fruit one was. It was just nice to hear your voice on that track. Like it really spun some webs, so it was nice.
Yeah, that was a fun one to do. That's one of my favorite. That's like, yeah, such a good song.
Quick question that I had written down, kind of veering topics a little bit. With everything that you've gone through, breakups, labels, all that stuff, what advice would you give your younger self? And I'm asking this in the lens of people who are watching you do music and look up to you, who are younger, maybe potentially thinking of doing music, or they started doing music. Like, what advice would you give your younger self, knowing what you know now?
To go for it, first off. Like, if you have a big passion, and I mean, you're the only person who can decide that, you know, if you know inside you have to go for something, and you just feel like just go for it. And like, I don't know, I just think like life's too short not to.
Absolutely.
Why not? Like, that's why I'm like, I have to release the songs. Like, life is too short to overthink anymore, and it's just go for it. What's the worst that can happen? You fall flat on your face. Okay, it's like, that's what I tell myself. It's like, just get over it. You're gonna fall flat on your face.
Right.
That's part of the process. And then first, follow your gut, because I've like looked back at just looking back, usually my gut is usually always right, and it's easy to like overthink it and or forget how to hear it. Sometimes it gets hard to like, the more you overthink, to actually be able to hear your own gut and turn off all like the voices and opinions of other people. But just
sure. Yeah, just do you.
Yeah. And yeah, don't compare yourself to other people, and don't look at someone else's journey and be like, think that just because there's not one, if you try to follow someone else's journey, you're just gonna like squash your own, because you can't. Mm-hmm. They're all supposed to be unique.
This is your music, like, your path.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how it should be.
Yeah. The more you can like, tune into your own uniqueness and your own, just whoever you are, then the faster you can get on your own path.
For sure.
And for someone who wants to make music, is like, just keep writing songs.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Well, we've taken up a lot of your time. Is there anything else before we wrap up here that you wanted to talk about, or anything upcoming that you want to let people watching or listening know?
What's going on in your world?
A lot of new music coming that I'm really excited about to put out, and I think what I would want to talk about is just everyone. I feel like right now everyone's kind of struggling in quarantine, and
yep.
I know I definitely am like a roller coaster, like emotionally lately, just because there's so much uncertainty in the world, and we're all just addicted right now. I feel like we're all truly living through a screen.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We're here.
Yeah. Plug it again. Plug it in.
For sure.
People need to hear it.
And it's just, the last thing I would want people to know is that it's okay not to be okay. And right now, in that, just be kind to yourself. And yeah, that's what we're all in it together.
There's
absolutely.
Some wise words right there.
Yeah, definitely.
So thank you again for having us on. We really appreciate
absolutely.
Your time.
Thank you so much.
For having me. Yeah. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
You guys are awesome. It was good to meet you guys.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Absolutely. Good meeting you too.